it's Leo, and it's time to talk about episode 6 from MAGILUMIERE, another delight. I was not expecting this episode at all, and I was very excited because if you watched this episode, you know that at the end, Lily appeared, and she is one of my favorite characters from MAGILUMIERE. I was very excited to see her in animation. But I was not expecting this episode to go the karaoke route, and I loved every second of it. I am very glad that the narrative is taking its time to explore and dive deep into each of the characters and let Kana know each and every one of them. I am just loving how in every opportunity the show has, it tries and it succeeds in showcasing the personalities of each of the characters. This episode was just another example of that. This show is going to be 12 episodes, but judging by the pacing, I really believe that we're going to have a season 2, like I'm feeling it, but everything was perfect. We start the episode with them at the office, and the boss, I love the boss, Shigemoto. I love him. Like, girl, he is the best. I love him so much. He was just like, okay, we did everything we had to do. We fulfilled everything we had to fulfill here at office. So it is time. My voice is warmed up. So it is time for us to go to karaoke. And that's where they went. And, you know, Nikoyama could not go because he had a lot of work to do. And the boss did all the work because he knew and he wanted Nikoyama there with him at the karaoke. Look, he's the best. He's the best boss. And it's like very idealistic, as I like saying, because it's very, 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 very hard to find bosses like him. But what can we do? The karaoke was amazing, and I was I was very impressed with the production value that this episode had in terms of songs, animation, and creativity when it comes to the performances of the characters, because it's very hard to create 2D animation with dance, with choreography, with routines, and they did that twice or 3 times if we consider Koshigaya's performance in this episode. And you know, I think we can consider this like a minor episode in a way, because it was not an episode that was super relevant to the plot, even though it's very important for characterization of the characters, of the main cast. So obviously it is an important episode. But yeah, when the boss goes to the karaoke, when they go to the karaoke, the boss is wearing a suit. Where are his usual dresses? What's going on? And Kana finds it a little like, what's going on? But then when he starts performing, his dress comes out. And it's like a review. Girl, if he went to RuPaul's Drag Race, he would gag RuPaul and Michelle and the judge panels for sure with a reveal, because he was wearing a costume of a very popular magical girl inside the MAGILUMIERE world. Oh, by the way, let's go back to last week's episode just a little bit, because I forgot to mention in my past video, when we were watching the boss doing his routine, there was a time that we saw a little bit of his house, and there was an acrylic. I think it was an acrylic. I don't remember if it was an acrylic or a figure of 2 magical girls, and they were black and white, and the white one is white with blue details in her costume. I think you know, if you're here at Magical Cinema, you probably know what I am talking about, what they were referencing with that last week. Girl, amazing. And then he starts performing a song from a very popular magical girl. I think she is called Sugar Shiori. I don't remember the name of the show because they mentioned it in the show. But I think the magical girl herself is called Sugar Shiori. And they give her a transformation. They give her a partner. They give her some nice shots while the boss is performing the song. And everyone is helping him by chanting the words as well. Even Kana joins in. It is a lot of fun. Boss is very serious with his magical girl business. I feel like I can relate to that, and lots of Magical Girl fans can relate to that as well, especially Magical Girl fans who are also content creators. Like, we take it very seriously, so you know, we find ourselves in Boss. And then we see Nikoyama performing, very, very interesting, like he's singing with his heart, and when someone else enters in the room, he disappears, as Kana says, because he's not good with people. He's very shy, and he, even with Kana at the start, it took him a while to warm up to her. So, another nice characterization about his character. Very cool. And then we have Koshigaya doing a rock-ish performance, just like her. She doesn't even sing with the mic. She doesn't need the mic. And then she eats the honey toast. Girl, that honey toast looked delicious. And, very, very her. Love that performance. And then we have Kana performing. And when Kana goes to choose her performance, she chooses an idol song, which is something that they mention it's like expected of her because it's kind of like from her generation. But she also knows the dance routine, and it was very sweet because everyone was like chanting with her and singing while she was doing the dance routine. It was super adorable, and she knew all the moves. The animation was so cute at that moment. That's why I'm saying like the production value of the whole karaoke scene was off the charts, and the songs as well. Like they were performing songs. It was lovely. I love that. And Kana was so cute. Her reaction after the performance ends and she just goes jumping, going back to her seat. Oh my god, it was so lovely. And then they kept on performing. Midorikawa was the only one who did not perform. He was there paying attention to the boss because he was putting all of the boss songs in line for the karaoke performances. But he also noticed something very important about Kana herself because, he was the one who noticed that her song was something that he would expect from her. It's like he already knows her very well and he knows everybody very well. That will tie into something that will happen a little later in this episode. We're gonna get there. And then they go home. When they go home, they're walking down the street. Everyone is happy. Everyone is having a good time. And boss mentions that everything he does is to protect moments like those all around the world. Moments like they had in the karaoke, moments that people are having on the streets, having fun, being carefree to enjoy their lives. And then Kana pays attention and she starts noticing how important, she already started noticing in prior episodes, but it's cementing in her mind how important her role as a magical girl is. And then we get to a point in which we have the boss going by himself to work, and then an email finds him. And at the same time, we see Koshigaya and Kana going home on the metro, and they're chatting, and Koshigaya mentions things about the boss, and she says when she joined, the boss already dressed up the same way he does, and that he is a very idealistic man. He has his own reasons for doing MAGILUMIERE, but she doesn't really know what happened to the boss prior to MAGILUMIERE. All she knows is that he was always like he is. And I feel like this episode gave Shigemoto a little bit more depth as well. I feel like his story is going to be relevant. And on the next day, we see Shigemoto on the phone with someone that we discover is the president of another company, which is a cosmetics company, but also a magical girl company. And they're friends, and she chats to him about something, and she also asks him about someone else from his past, if they chatted, if they started getting along again. And the boss said they never really had a fallout, but they just stopped talking. This person is the CEO of AST that we saw last week, and their personalities are completely different. They are water and oil. Like, they are so different from each other, but they do not talk anymore. We don't know many details about their relationship, but Shigemoto says they did not have an opportunity to talk things through. And last week, the CEO from AST, which the name is escaping my mind right now, he said that he did not call Shigemoto to be part of his company because of Shigemoto's way of thinking. And he didn't mention Shigemoto, but it's clear now that he was talking about Shigemoto when he was talking about that with one of his employees. And let's talk about Midorikawa now, because I said that he pays attention to everyone, and he is the one who orders the lunch boxes for everyone to eat in the company. And when the boss says things like, "Oh, I want fried fish," and he's like, "No, you've already ordered that 2 times, 3 times. No, you have to have a balanced diet. You have to eat healthier." So he's taking care of everyone in the company, and it was very lovely that people were having a hard time speaking because they sang too much, and Kana even had things for the throat, medicine for the throat, and Midorikawa did not sing because the company needed someone with a regular voice to work on the next day, and he took that for the company, took one for the company. So it's like he's always paying attention to everyone. He knows what's going on, and he's like the dad of the company. He's like the one who's taking care of the kids, very sweet. And then Shigemoto tells Kana that she is going to have a new job, which is working under a magical girl from another company. Koshigaya is taking some paid time off, which is something that we all deserve. Everyone who works, we all deserve having some paid time off. Girl, we really do. And this was a moment in which Kana had to go to another company, and this company is Miyakodo, which is that company from Miyako, I think, who is the president of the company, and she's also Shigemoto's friend. She's someone who knows him from a long time. And he sends Kana. Kana meets another magical girl there, Lily, and Kana's faces and Kana's reactions were so cool. And then Lily starts talking about her company, she starts talking about details, and Kana's ready. Kana prepares herself. We know that a lot about her. We know that she is someone who is always ready for, studying something and putting that onto action. And, she had lots of ideas for them to do as magical girls and, as someone who's going to work under another magical girl. And then Lily's just like, no way. And, oh, by the way, before that, I just have to say, I love Lily's design. I just love the little lilac highlights they gave her. They're so cute. She's so pretty in this show. Oh my god, I love seeing her in anime form. And then she just tells Kana, no. Our mission is to just go shopping and buy cute clothes. That's it. And Kana's reaction to end the episode was glorious. Her hair moved just a little bit, and she just went like, huh? That was it. Girl, I loved it so much. It was so subtle, but it was so good. Oh my god. How I am loving MAGILUMIERE. I just love coming here every Friday and talking about the episodes because I feel like they're so rich, and this show is just being better and better and better. I am just loving every single second of it. And I said episode 6. I don't think this is episode 6, it's episode 5, isn't it? Oh my god. Hello everyone, it's Leo, and this is my opinion on episode 5 from MAGILUMIERE. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Damn. Anyways, ladies, this is it for now. I'm going to take this little time to thank the members of the Magical Cinema channel. If you're a member, thank you very much for your support. And if you've watched the episode, thank you so much as well. Thanks so much for watching, and until next time, bye bye!